There are 13 moons in the tree calendar used by the Black Mountain Druid Order. The previous video discussed how these are calculated. For further information, you can also visit our website at blackmountaindruidorder.com. The origins of the tree calendar are somewhat controversial. Robert Graves, the author of the book The White Goddess, claims to have discovered a code in Welsh bardic poetry that helped him to derive the calendar. Graves claimed that his derivation of the tree calendar had its origins in ancient Druidry and the bardic tradition, but most scholars doubt this. I prefer to think that the origins of the calendar are irrelevant as long as it has utility for us now. Many pagans throughout the world use Graves' version of the calendar today because of its elegance and utility, and we do too for that same reason. Each month of the tree calendar is associated with a tree or another plant. A horoscope can be constructed by listing the properties of each tree in the calendar. The tree or plant associated with your birth month would be your birth tree. One of the exercises for the Dedicant Path of Druidry in the Black Mountain Druid Order is to spend a year and a day learning about a tree or a plant. Usually you would spend this time period in learning about your birth tree, but for those living in urban or suburban environments, finding a birth tree can be challenging. If you're fortunate enough to have access to a birth tree, you may wish to use it for your period of study. If not, you can select another tree. It may also be that when you find your birth tree, it doesn't quite resonate with you. That's okay too. Many druids, including druids of the Black Mountain Druid Order, believe in reincarnation, and it would be arbitrary to focus on the date of your birth in this life if you've lived multiple lives prior to this one. If you find that your birth tree doesn't really fit you, then select one that you feel more comfortable with. Once you've found a tree that you're ready to work with, you'll need to actually find one of these trees near your home. This tree should be located in a place that would make it convenient to visit at least once a week. You may be fortunate enough to have such a tree in your backyard. If not, maybe you can find one at a local park. In the previous video, we reviewed the dates that the tree calendar covers. In this video, we're going to talk a bit about what each of these moons means for people born into them. The dates given here are for non-leap years in the Northern Hemisphere. If you were born in a leap year, or if you were born in the Southern Hemisphere, visit the Black Mountain Druid Order website for further information. December 13th to January 19th is the Birch Moon. Its aspect is feminine. This is a moon of beginnings, purification, and inception. The white of the birch's bark symbolizes purity and the goddess Briad. This month also symbolizes the protection of children. Birch people are creative and compassionate. Birch people also have a firm inner resolve and lend strength to those around them. Birches are quietly determined, often working for change behind the scenes. Common sense and practical, clear solutions to problems are strengths for birch people. January 20th to February 16th is the Rowan moon. Its aspect is masculine. The wood of the rowan is often used for making wands and tools of divination. This is the moon of shamans and seers. Rowan people are associated with personal empowerment, healing, and vision. Rowan people have a keen sense of intuition. This powerful intuition is often used to protect self and others. Their ability to see the future often sets them apart from others. They sometimes seem to live in two worlds at once. February 17th to March 15th is the Ash moon. Its aspect is feminine. Ash is another popular wood for crafting magic tools. The feminine energy of the ash is associated with water spirits and the powers of water. Ash people are associated with prosperity, protection, and the healing arts. Ash people have a special ability to see the connections in the web of life. They're natural empaths and share the pains and joys of others. This makes them very compassionate people. March 16th to April 12th is the Alder moon. Its aspect is masculine. Alder people are practical people. They focus on solutions. They're dutiful and they are good teachers. Alder people are usually quite intelligent, and the power of weather magic is associated with this moon. They also love to fight for what's right and expend a great deal of energy in pursuing justice. They can sometimes dissipate energy needlessly by getting involved in frivolous debates. April 13th to May 10th is the Willow Moon. This aspect is feminine. The Willow Moon is known as the Witch's Moon. It's associated with fertility and balance. Willow people are romantic, well-rounded, and certain of themselves. The willow is associated with the moon in all of her phases, and this means that willow people are driven more by instinct than intellect. If you're a willow, pay attention to your dreams and let your heart guide you. May 11th to June 7th is Hawthorn Moon. This aspect is masculine. People of the Hawthorn are people capable of self-restraint. This moon is associated with peace, prosperity, and binding magic. It's a sign of both fertility and death. Hawthorn deals with the necessity of change and transition. If you're a Hawthorn, your motto is, "This too shall pass." June 8th to July 5th is the Oak Moon. This aspect is masculine. Oak people are strong, wise, and secure. People born under this moon are also true and faithful. It's associated with the energy of the bear. If you are an oak, you are concerned with strength of character, and your word is your bond. You're able to endure, but direct your energies wisely, lest you unintentionally harm others in your zeal. July 6th to August 2nd is the Holly Moon. This aspect is feminine. This moon is associated with the powers of protection. Holly people have the gift of divination, and they are protectors of the animals. Holly is also associated with the powers of sex magic. Holly people have a deep connection to the earth, and they have a generous spirit that commands the respect and admiration of others. August 3rd to August 30th is the Hazel Moon. This aspect is feminine. This is the moon of the wise. It's associated with the wisdom of the elders. People of the Hazel are said to be good at spirit contact and at manifesting their desires. If you're a Hazel, the gift of persuasion is yours. You have the ability to help others to see things your way and to resolve conflicts. Moderate this gift by only giving advice when it's been asked for. August 31st to September 27th is the Vine Moon. This aspect is androgynous. Vine people are people who know how to celebrate. This moon is sacred to Breed and is associated with spirituality, dream magic, and inspiration. Vine people are courageous people. They're also very sociable and have the gift of reading the thoughts and emotions of others. If you're a vine, you're able to restore balance to most situations by smoothing over ruffled feathers and finding a common solution. September 28th to October 25th is Ivy Moon. This aspect is masculine. Ivy people tend to be resilient and adaptive. They thrive in most situations. They're also very cooperative people and natural peacemakers. If you're an Ivy, you have a talent for advancing your own personal agenda. Moderate this gift by being considerate of others when advancing your plans. October 26th to November 22nd is the Reed or the Elm Moon. Its aspect is feminine. Reed or elm energy is associated with the hearth and the home. Elm people are protectors of the family and speakers of truth. They keep the home fires burning. They often have hidden secret strengths that even they may not be aware of. They also have secret motivations. If you are a reed or an elm, use your ability to figure things out wisely and don't overstep your boundaries. November 23rd to December 20th is the Elder Moon. This aspect is masculine. Elder people are good at managing negative energies. This is their power of healing. This moon is also associated with the power of reincarnation and rebirth. It's a moon of completeness. Elders are able to thrive and prosper even in adverse conditions. This is because they've lived many lives and they carry bits of wisdom from former lives into this life. So, did you learn about yourself by going through the chart? Let's talk a bit now about developing a relationship with your tree. To begin exploring the wealth of knowledge to be gained from the trees and plants of the Ogham, you start by selecting a tree to spend a year and a day with. This tree can be your birth tree, or any other tree that you feel drawn to. This should be a tree that you have a strong relationship with. If you haven't developed a relationship with a tree, go out into the woods, preferably in the spring of the year, and select one that seems to call to you. Spend a year cultivating a relationship with that tree. Sit under its branches in the shade while meditating. Study its leaves, its branches, its roots, and its bark. Research the folklore associated with your tree. Are there any medicinal uses for your tree? Does your tree have any magical uses? How is your tree like you? How is it different? What strengths does your tree have that you find lacking in yourself? What strengths do you possess that your tree does not? What can you learn about yourself from studying your tree? As you learn about your tree, don't forget to bring it gifts from time to time. Talk to your tree and listen for a reply. Don't expect answers in words. Listen with your heart and with your spirit. Spend the entire year and a day learning from your tree and befriending it. You should get to know your tree in all seasons. Watch how it changes from season to season. Know its moods and its habits. Know its needs and its gifts. Become an expert on your tree. According to Julius Caesar, Druids studied for a period of 20 years. Not counting the vowels, there are 20 letters in the Ogham alphabet. So if you spend a year studying each one of the trees or plants associated with the consonants of the Ogham, you'd have studied for the same length of time as ancient Druids. Coincidence? What do you think? Hi, this is Shenka. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to subscribe and click on that little bell icon so you're informed when we release a new video. We try to release a new video at least once a week. And if you're interested in the Black Mountain Druid Order, you can visit our website at blackmountaindruidorder.com. You can also learn more about me, my books, and my music at shenkaskane.com.